Well, from an Emley perspective, within the next 5 years, we would want to be playing at step 3, competing well at step 3. I think anything beyond that, it would be a bit of a dream for us, and some ground developments, new changing rooms in a larger clubhouse.
Yeah, for Garforth, I think we will continue to stabilise at this level and invest in the facilities around the ground, and continue to build a squad. We still have a lot of players that were with us in the NCL, so we're looking at how we continue to develop those and bring new players in, and continue improving the football really. My opinion is you're only as good as the people you surround yourself with. So that's paramount. It can't be a one man or one woman show. It wouldn't work. I think you've got to have good people around you, but I also think you've got to make sure that the football, the development on the football side of things doesn't outstrip the development around the ground. I think you've got to look everywhere for the help, and not just volunteers and good people around you, but the grants and everything like that. I think you've got to be really on it in terms of finding the ways to bring money in that does make it sustainable, so that you're not just putting it on your supporters. One of my favourite things is going around and seeing other grounds, and we have seen things at different places that we played Runcorn Linnets this season, and there was a couple of little features around the ground that we've then taken and brought back here. So I don't think there's one club that I look at and say
no, there's likewise.
There's not.
You
there's
take
not,
snippets, don't you, of each club and you align it and suit it to your own. Yeah.
You've got to have your own identity. You can't just copy somebody else, I don't think. Well, yours is obviously Garforth.
I can say that if you want me to say that. No, I like your old traditional grounds. I'm not into these new builds.
I like Ferriby. I like the picture of
Ferriby. Everything from turning in the car park, going through the turnstiles, showing to hospitality, the food outlets, the bar, the pitch, the start. They just do everything right. So I like.
Yeah, Ferriby. I do like that. I think
you might be talking for a while there.
I think what I look at Emley is the amount of people that Marcus has got around him, the amount of different areas you've got for supporters and fans on the hospitality side of things, and that not just the business club, all the different clubs you've got around the supporters and sponsors. I think that's something that I think's something that we should look to continue to develop.
Yeah, I think what I like what you've done and we've touched on earlier was you've surrounded yourself with some good people now here, which again, back to an earlier question, you're only as good as the people you surround yourself with, and there's certainly some good people here at Garforth. You know, the volunteers that help out, we have similar setup.
Yeah.
We have our Tuesday club as we call it, but you know, all the guys that do the works around the ground, and they're as important as
It wouldn't happen otherwise.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, that's good.
Well, mine's dead easy. Mine's getting promoted.
I think that the moment on the pitch, I remember being stood where our dugouts used to be. I was actually filming it to send it to Sam. She was on video call, and as the last penalty went in for us to win it, the phone went up and we were on the pitch, and that's definitely a highlight from a footballing point of view. I think other stuff that we've done though, some of the events that we've had, the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride, I thought this year was really good. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm quite new to being the chairman, but obviously I was vice chairman for the last 5 or 6 years, and I like to be close to the supporters because I am a supporter. That's, supported the club for 40 odd years. So yeah, I mean, it's strange now how much when we do win, there is a slight different feeling as chairman because and I didn't think I'd experience that or it would happen, but it does. It is a different because you do feel the responsibility.
Yeah. When
although I don't pick the team and I don't play on the pitch, you kick every ball, and even more so as chairman because if things aren't going right, there's only one port of call, and that's So I like to be receptive to the supporters, even ones that aren't familiar with me. I like them to be able to approach me and ask anything to do with it, do with the club. And long may that continue, really. Well, 84, 85 was the first season.
You don't look old enough.
No, I'd only just been born. No, 4 or 5 year old, and that's where my journey started with Emley.
Mine's a bit different with Garforth. Spotted Leeds when I was younger. Moved when I sort of moved into Garforth from just down the road. Started following them. Moved onto the estate. Started coming up regularly for the last 10, 12 years, and then it's kind of just gone from there really.
What barbers do you both use?
The same one.
Bic.
I'll ask him about that question on Boxing Day.
Come on.
Let's hope he has a good gear.
Come on with shouts. Hospitality and the business club side of things, I think, is something that I always look at what Emley are doing and think, that must bring in some good additional revenue.
Yeah, probably put a different slight angle on that question. There's two things at Garforth which I've touched on one previously. The size of your clubhouse, that's paramount. It's almost an obsession for me to get a larger clubhouse at Emley, and the Leeds ladies connection.
Yeah.
I think that's something we want to replicate at Emley.
It's definitely been good for us, that. Highest we touched on was getting promoted. Lowest? I don't know. It's always ups and downs. That sounds a bit like a football chant. It's always ups and downs though, I think. I wouldn't say there was anything mega low that stood out as, oh god, that was awful. I think I'm usually pretty down if we lose a game that you think you should be winning. I mean, that's a bit disrespectful. What I mean is that where the lads haven't turned up and put the effort in, despite ourselves and the volunteers putting the same amount of effort in every week. I think that's sometimes me off a little bit, but yeah, highs. Most games are decent, in terms of seeing fans, seeing people enjoy it, and when you win.
For me, the highs and lows, it's one of the sayings I always stick by is, in a football club, everyone seems to be an expert on football and groundsmanship.
Yeah.
Which we can wear both hats with that. So it's out and it's managing those
opinions, and everyone's entitled to an opinion. You know.
Calling a game off is definitely a low point. Definitely. Like this weekend.
Well, it wasn't
where-
Saturday,
yeah, we called the game off, and to be fair, Marcus had come up to try and help us, and there was just no chance, and that's a pretty low point. But
And as I said, you know, you get on that situation, you know, what's your groundsman's decision? It's off. And what would your chairman's decision be? Listen to the groundsman.
no, the pies are out. Get the game on.
That's it. Pies are out. Game's on. I think the best outcome would be a draw.
Yeah. Always.
Or it will be a Boxing Day.
Well, listen, you've got to back your team, haven't you? I think we'll win 2-1.
I know when Garforth beat Emley last season.
Oh.
I think Andy's still celebrating that greatest moment in Garforth's history.
It's such an
Oh.
odd Okay, I'll edit this bit out. We won once and we had a laugh.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they're always tight games.
Yeah, I mean,
I think I'd seen something before that said there was like 2 or 3 draws. And
I would be quite comfortable to say that we've probably got the 2 best managers in the league.
yeah,
Because
definitely.
they're managing on decent budgets, I would say, but nowhere near the big hitters in the league. Certainly in the top 2 or.
Yeah, try to say that diplomatically.
There's a lot of experience in them both, so and then a lot of respect between those 2 managers, and you know.
Yeah, I think they'll set themselves up well to respect each other. You know, in terms of the sides.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you've got to look at league positions and say you'd fancy Emley in it, but like I say, it's always been tight games.
Christmas fixtures are always.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a derby game.
Who ate the most turkey? I guess
Exactly.
you're asking the question. Who ate the most turkey on the day before?
Yeah.
But I mean, I'd like to think Garforth will win it, but I think a draw would be the best result.